on the play. Kiv's coming out of this hair on fire.
Yeah, Kiv applying that pressure early here in the second half.
Come on! Pressure! Oh! Touchdown! Oh!
So a lot of you guys probably saw that live, but do you know why Cleff couldn't really pick up that blitz? Let me go ahead and break it down for you in this video. So a lot of you guys have already seen this blitz. By no means is this blitz super unique. It is something that a lot of people have ran, right? So the blitz looks like this right here. Now what will happen is if you send 5 out, you're going to get your defensive ends coming in free off of both edges. Sometimes it'll come off one, but the majority of the time it's going to come off of both. So with that being said, you may be thinking to yourself, well, we already know that the blitz is good, so, why, what was he doing that was special, right? And that's where this comes into play, right? You block a running back, both defensive ends still come in free. The blitz is really good. However, obviously a pro Madden player is going to, have seen this. They're going to have faced it a lot, and they're going to know how to pick this blitz up, right? So you may be thinking to yourself, well, why didn't Cleff do that? And the truth of the matter is, Cleff probably did not expect Kiv to be backing off his coverage. And I don't mean backing off your coverage like Y and up, right? Because if you do that, that's going to take your safeties just so far out of the play that they're essentially not even going to be in the run fits. I mean, they're so far out of there at that point, right? They're 20 yards away from people they're manned up on. So what I mean by that is I mean to manually move those players back. So a lot of people don't know about the manual ability to press or back, in this case, back off the DBs. You do so by pressing Y. It's going to bring up your coverage adjustments. You'll then hit A to bring up the individual corner adjustments. Now, the way that this is laid out right here is a little confusing, right? Because it pulls up the icons and it has the receiver's name. It doesn't have your DB. So, for instance, we know we need to back off our left outside corner. We know he's manned up to X. So we would just click X and then hit up on the right thumbstick. That's going to back off that corner. You will do the exact same thing to the right. That is the B receiver. So you see now all of our DBs are back here. You got DB1, DB, technically a safety, DB, 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 right? So you may be thinking, well, what makes this so good? Like, why is this the key thing that we haven't talked about yet, right? Well, the key is the blitz pickup is normally to pick up these loops. You want to block your running back, double team the side on your running back, and then ID the mic on the outside corner on the opposite side. That'll send the running back over to that side, and generally that'll be what picks it up, right? So, the problem with that, as you guys see, I'm trying to ID the mic. I can't get those guys back there, right? So I cannot ID the mic on those outside corners, which means that even if I was to ID the mic on the slot guy, which is this guy right here, you'll notice this is not going to pick up the blitz, and yeah, we're just going to get screamed at. So the blitz pickup, or the way to pick up this blitz, is directly countered by that adjustment that Kiv made. And that backing off of his DBs, the two outside DBs more in particular, that is what helped him dominate that matchup with Cleff last night. And something that if you guys are going to run this type of defense, you want to run this double loop, it's very meta, you might want to check into that, because that little adjustment right there is going to change the way this defense is run, because now people are going to have to find a counter that doesn't involve IDing the mic. And to my knowledge, there isn't one unless you're running a play action play, which we can talk about real quick, because a play action play, you saw Cleff was able to, pick it up every once in a while using PA seams. The problem with that play action play is, A, it allowed Kiv to audible down to the mic blitz. So he would audible into 3-3 Cub, and he would run, I'm assuming, Mike Blitzo or some variation of zone out of it. And then you pass him in with that, and if you run play action, you're basically instant sacked. So he had that ability, and he also locked Cleff into running that one play. Tight offset tight end has only one play action play. It's got PA seams. So once you know that play is coming, it really changes a lot. You don't have to worry about bench. You don't have to worry about the why out. You don't have to worry about the Saints in play. Like, there's so many things that you no longer have to worry about that are good counters to this man-heavy, blitz scheme that you can essentially throw out the window. Just because the counter to this blitz is directly countered by this adjustment. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense to you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this type of video. You want to see more stuff broken down like this from the MCS, let me know. If you have a particular player you guys want to see more stuff from, obviously drop it in the chats. And also, let me know who you guys think wins. Is Kiv going to be able to, win another belt? Or is it going to be somebody like Dez? Or, of course, I think everybody's favorite's Henry at this point. Cole is another sleeper with his unique little spread offense. So let me guys know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you guys for your support. Thank you. I really mean that with the bottom of my heart. It is amazing to see how many subs I've got, how many likes I get on these videos, how many views I'm getting. It really has rejuvenated my love for creating content. And hopefully you guys keep enjoying it. And as always, catch you in the next video.